Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Madonna Saigon, aka Axel Rose, aka Xbox King, aka the only Xbox fan, keeping it real on YouTube. And we finna talk gaming. Now, E3 just wrapped up. All the big rigs came out and did their thing. It was a very good show for everybody. Yesterday, we took a look at Microsoft showing. The link is in the description. It was very controversial. Today, we will take a look at Sony and see what they're up to and put the spotlight on them. Now, as a lot of educated gamers and journalists know, Sony have the biggest first party, responsible for innovating and creating some of the biggest franchises in the gaming industry. So it's only right that we should be a little bit more strict and stringent on them. So being that this is a very important E3, the first one of the gen, it can make or break either of these companies. We are expecting Sony to bring that heat. We know they're going to start off the show with an exclusive. It's going to be that hotness. No way they're going to come with a multi-plat, right? 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 Let's see what they're doing. They got that Destiny. That's a multi-plat. Oh, this is some bullshit! Now, when you have not only the biggest, but the most celebrated third party in the industry next to Nintendo, starting your E3 conference with a multi-plat is always going to come across slightly disappointing. And not taking anything away from Destiny, looks like to be one of the bigger franchises this gen and towards the end of the year. And I think it's very wise that Sony are aligning themselves with their title. I just think it's just a little bit disappointing for first party with Sony's stature. Now, after that, they were back on form with titles like The Order 1886, Entwined, which I actually do not care about. When Sony said, hey, it's available today, I was like, hey, good for you. They also had Infamous Second Son DLC, which I'm not sure if E3 was actually the right place to show that. That kind of seemed a little bit like padding, to be honest, because they could have uploaded that on N4G, and I'm very sure the target base there would have found its way to it. And, they followed up with Little Big Planet 3, which was a quite pleasant surprise. I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's a game with a user base which is millions strong. People are still playing Little Big Planet 2. Deal with it. Then, Sony's Big Cheese came out and had a speech. And, I understand people don't like these speeches, but as well as E3 being for gamers, it's for the investors as well. And those stats and stuff need to be heard. Now, as far as his speech, I can sum it up in one word.
PlayStation Vita as well. We also want to unlock.
Now, honestly, comparing who had the better multiplats at the conference is kind of a waste of time, seeing as that they're going to be on both consoles eventually, so that's just like throwing air to the wind. And Sony bringing out indies, even though they had great ones like No Man's Sky, I think that was a little bit of a wasted endeavor, especially at a big showing like E3, because we already know Sony are the king of indies, so what else do they have to prove? Microsoft are new in this space, so getting them out at E3 is more of a priority for them. So I feel that Sony did kind of drop the ball there, especially when they didn't show big games like the progression of Deep Down, which looks amazing, and Guilty Gear X3, which looks like a real contender for Killer Instinct. Now, overall, I reckon Sony did play this really safe, especially with the Uncharted reveal, because while it did look phenomenal, it weren't enough for us to really grasp and be like, wow. You know what I mean? So leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. Do you think Sony hit out the park? Personally, I feel that they played it a little bit too safe. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It's your boy. Holla!